Traveling home. Traveling home by ferry night, I stumble to my front door.
So here we are with Jodie Kidd. Jodie, it's first week in March. It is frankly freezing. What are we doing at Hurlingham?
We are at Hurlingham because we are launching Polo in the Park. Polo in the Park is an event that's on its second year, and it's basically Hurlingham. A lot of people don't know, but it was the original home of polo. And over the years, the land's slowly been taken away through to development and made into football pitches and rugby pitches. And last year, Polo in the Park brought polo back to Hurlingham and brought polo back into the city, bringing polo basically back to the people. It's got to kind of lose this elitist image that it's got, and getting the word out there. Basically, the polo is a game that anyone can play. You don't have to have horses, you don't have to live in the country. You can...
How can you not have a horse and play polo then? How does that
so
work?
Many, like the horses we've just ridden are from a place called Ascot Park.
Oh, I mean, you've got to borrow a horse.
So you go and borrow a horse.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you don't actually need a horse to play polo.
You go, you borrow the horse, and then you give it back. It's like having...
You've got to give it back.
It's like having your sister's baby and kind of like, really nice, have a little cuddle, you know, feed it, and then when the nasty bit comes, you give it back.
Okay.
So you can have all the nice fun bits. I'm sorry I'm referring back to a baby, which people probably think I'm slightly mad at, because my sister's just had a baby.
Oh, I see. Do you do that, by the way? Do you just borrow the baby?
Just borrow it,
right.
Go, woo, and then just give it back.
Right.
When
best way.
Anything smells a bit nasty.
Right, okay.
Crying. And like, ooh,
okay. We seem to have gone on a bit of a weird tangent here. But anyway. June, first week in June.
First week in June. Let's get back. Rein it in. First week in June. It's the 4th, 5th and 6th over that weekend, and basically anyone can come along. You can bring picnics, kids, dogs, absolutely anything, and come and witness the greatest sport of polo. You know, it really is.
And are you playing?
I'm not going to be playing. No, I'll probably be. Last year I was presenting it for ITV, were showing it. It's great fun. We've changed the rules, we've bazzed it up, made it a little bit more like ice hockey.
Ice hockey?
Ice hockey.
Well, it's going to be fights? And...
Yeah, there's going to be full-on fights, you get sin bins, you get power plays, you get players taken off.
Do you get sent off?
You get sent
what
off.
What do you have to do to get sent off? Do you have to sort of smack someone with a mallet?
Yes, if you do that, you get sent off.
Oh, right.
If you get a little bit like football, you get a card, 2 cards off.
Okay.
But then you're allowed to come back on. So that's why it's like ice hockey. It's like a power play.
Sounds wicked. Why aren't you playing? You're fairly useful yourself.
I would love to, but I'm doing so many other bits and pieces that I won't have the. I need to put more time in. I'm running the marathon.
Are you? You're running this year's London Marathon?
This year's London
Have you done that before?
Never.
You've never done a marathon?
No,
I have. I have run a marathon, the London Marathon. That was 4 years ago.
And
it's a box that's ticked and will never be returned.
You see, I only decided 3 weeks ago to run
Did you?
marathon, because I was working. I do the breakfast show for Capital,
right.
And they have Help a London Child as their charity, and they said, oh, we've got no one running it, would you run it? And I thought, sitting there a bit early in the morning, and I went, oh yeah, great idea.
Ah, yeah. Do you value your toenails and your hamstrings?
Oh, I've never, and being someone that's raced cars, played polo, you know, I do quite active physical contact sport. Running, oh, it's a different league.
Yeah.
I'm in a world of pain. This is all the team coming in here. So we've got, first of all, we've got Jack Kidd, my brother. We've got Daniel Fox Davies, he is the brainchild of the whole event. Henry Brett behind him and James Morrison, and they are the bad boys of the teams.
Now, the Polo in the Park, June 4, June 5, June 6.
Yes.
5 days later, the World Cup begins. Now, not everybody will know this, but you are a passionate
Yes.
football fan, and indeed a Liverpool fan, if that's not a contradiction in terms.
I've been slightly quieter this year.
It's been desperate, hasn't it?
My heart is hurting. Yeah,
Desperate.
I normally run around and screaming and just going to every single game possible, but it's just painful.
You going to watch the World Cup?
Of course I'm going. I'm going.
You're going?
I'm going.
For how long?
Well, I'm going to get. I've got some tickets, hopefully, through some friends.
For what? For the group stages?
Yeah, for a couple of the groups, and then hopefully for the semis and maybe.
Oh, to watch England in the semis and the final?
Yes, all the way.
And Stevie Gerrard scoring the winner.
Come on! Oh God, no! Don't get me excited now because there's still so long to go, and I can't even think. I don't even want to think about it. First of all, I'm going to think about marathon, and then Polo in the Park, and then because I'll get so excited I won't be able to sleep now.
Are you still racing cars?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Maserati still?
Maserati, yeah, and I was about to move on to do a couple of races in the FIA GT3. So it's been busy. It's great. It's really good.
It's just a mad world, isn't it? The world of Kidd.
The world of Kidd is
Strictly,
great.
obviously. Was that last year?
I can't remember. Was it last year? No, the year before.
The year before. Just time flies. Did you enjoy that?
It was scary.
Oh, you've had to think about that.
I had to think about it. It was scary. It
What was scary?
Well, being 6'2".
Yeah.
And
But that wasn't
incapable-
overnight. I mean, you didn't wake up and discover you're 6'2".
Really?
It's been a while, isn't it? You've been 6'2"?
No, it just dawned on me.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I thought I was smaller.
Maybe you just looked 6'2" on TV.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Anyway, 6'2" and can't dance. I should have really had a little practice before I said yes. So going out in front of 15 million people when you can't dance is terrifying. It's not the
I think you've been a bit unfair on yourself because you did go through a few rounds, didn't you?
No, I
To
think
be
because
fair.
people thought it was funny watching me come out.
Oh, do you think you were the comedy vote? Were you the
It was
comedy
me and
vote?
John Sargent.
Were you in the same one as John Sargent?
Yeah, it was John Sargent.
Oh, he
and
stole
me
your
at the
comedic
bottom.
thunder then, didn't he?
Yeah, he did actually. John Sargent. I could have won it. Want to vomit and die just thinking about the nervousness.
That would have been worse.
But, yes, can you imagine? Jodie and Ian? No. Yeah, that would have been awful. But anyway, it didn't happen, thank goodness.
Our players for the 2010 World Series.
Is it true that you were up for Mission Impossible too?
No, that's absolutely
Is that rubbish? It's a great
Someone
story.
said to me, you should act. And I said, I can't act. I'm 6'2". I said, look, like if I had a lead role, my lead man would be Tom Cruise, who's 5'2". It's not going to work. And it just so happened that they were casting from the moment I said this on an interview for Mission Impossible. Next thing, I was like doing Mission Impossible.
You just missed out on the lead role.
Just missed out.
Tandy Newton just beat you, huh? That would have been dead funny
They
though.
didn't
It would have
see
been
raw
funny, wouldn't
talent.
it?
They didn't recognise raw talent.
Oh dear. So what else is happening, Jodie? What else is happening in the wacky world of Jodie Kidd?
Well, I'm doing preparing.
Not that you're doing much at the moment.
Preparing for the marathon, yeah. And then I've got a nice little gig with the BBC, doing a nice little show for them over the summer.
Go on, what's that?
Can't talk about it yet, but you'll see it soon.
Okay.
It's a lovely, lovely, lovely thing.
Right. Well, that explains everything.
Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely thing.
Yeah.
And then doing Capital and running, getting my cars, doing good riding, usual shebang.
What do you do in the afternoons?
Well, you see, normally then I will have, go over, have a little sit down with the barman,
Yeah.
sort of, iron out a few things, Iraq and
Okay.
World Peace.
Excellent. Great. All right, Jodie. Well,
That's just in the afternoon, you see.
as always, it's been an education, a mystery tour.
I know.
That
No
big-
swearing this time.
No swearing this time. No, that's an in-joke
That's
for
an
Sportsvibe viewers. We met 4 years ago,
Nice one.
and she called me a name.
But it's only because he got tickets to England, Portugal, which
Yeah.
actually I'm really glad I didn't see,
There we go. You see,
because I would have probably run onto the pitch and killed some
marvelous.
person.
Well, thank you for not swearing,
No swearing.
and good luck with Polo in the Park,
Thank you.
and good luck with the London Marathon.
Thank you.
I mean, really good luck with the London Marathon. And I wouldn't make too many plans after that, actually.
For how long?
Months,
Really?
months,
Seriously?
years.
No.
Yes.
Well, just think about all the money I'm going to make for the wonderful kids. All for the kids. That's it.
I came inside, I checked my messages.